the CBG accounts, the MCG, that's the mid-corporate group, the IBG, as well as the stress asset management group. The NBG portion of it will now be looked at, that is the retail portion of it will now be looked at by Mr. Rajneesh Kumar. Mr. Praveen Gupta has just joined us as an MD, and he will be looking after the compliance and risk portfolio. Within the Deputy Managing Directors also there are some changes. Mr. Sunil Srivastav, he's been a long hand at SBI Capital Markets, also has an extensive knowledge of credit. He has taken over as the DMD of Corporate Accounts Group. Mr. Karnam Sekar has taken over as the CCO, as the earlier CCO, Ms. Purandare, is going over to the SBI Capital Markets to head it on account of the fact that Mr. Praveen Gupta has moved back to the bank. So those are the basic changes that have been done. And of course, Manju Agarwal, who was earlier the COO, she's taking over as the new DMD of CSNB. And Mr. Chari, who was earlier looking after MCG, he is taking over as COO. Mr. Pakirisamy was already designated as DMD MCG, and he obviously has been in that role now for the last 6 months. He will continue there. So these are the few reorganizations that have been done. They have been done with the idea of ensuring that the momentum that has been created in the bank can be given better impetus. I think the consolidation phase that we were going through in the bank is now, I can say that it is currently over. And therefore, we are now looking at getting back into the expansion mode. As the economy revives and our pipeline of projects also revives, we believe this is the right time to do so. The numbers that we have put out today, I hope these are numbers that have met the street expectations and maybe in some places bettered them. We can only say that we believe that we will be able to deliver on these fronts going forward as well. And therefore, means with that, I would ask the CFO to just run you through the numbers very quickly.
Good afternoon. Thank you, ma'am. Net profit. Hello. So net profit is up by 25.12% year on year. Operating profit has gone up by 20.60%. Other income has gone up by close to 36%. Cost to income is down by 37 basis points year on year. Gross NPA ratio is down by 74 basis points, and net NPA ratio is down by 59 basis points year on year. Interest income has gone up by 9.11%, more or less in line with the growth in advances. Interest expenses have gone up by 10.08%, again in line with the deposits growth. NII resultantly has gone up by 7.37%. Other income has gone up, as I said, by 36%. So operating income overall has gone up by 14.59%. We have been able to contain our operating expenses at 9.12%. Staff expenses have grown by 10%, 10.39%, and overheads by 7.24% in the quarter.
I think Arundhati Madam is talking about the gross NPA at SBI. Let's listen in what she has to say.
Sequentially, the slippage numbers are down YOY. And therefore, we believe, that we are now getting to the bottom of the pile, so to speak. So going forward, the prognosis should be good. However, I'll still put a caveat saying that there are 1 or 2 large accounts where we are doing workouts. If they happen, they happen. If they don't, we may still have to take those hits. But I would like to assure you that even in those accounts, the assets are very good. So even if there is a hit, it will be temporary in nature. It will not be something that will extend over a period of time. So overall, I think, we are beginning to now view the end of this entire cycle. And today, I would say that I am much more confident about the quality of assets going forward.
Ma'am, Alex from CNBC TV 18. May I?
Just a minute. Sangeeta, let him complete. Yeah.
I think she's asking a question relating to this one, so let her.
Okay. Then you give her the mic in that case. She's not as loud. Yeah.
Ma'am, when you say you are at the end of the cycle, you mean the NPA cycle, you feel that the worst is over in that sense?
Yes, basically I mean the NPA cycle, the downturn in the economy that we had perceived. We are definitely seeing some movement upwards. And this is also borne out by the fact that the project pipeline that we had The last few times I was telling you that the new projects were mainly renewables and the rest were brownfield. Today I can say that, the road sector has now got added to the new projects list. So definitely, we are beginning to see a little more traction in the project pipeline.
Ma'am, two questions. You mentioned that you're seeing 1 to 2 large accounts that are seeing stress and you're trying to work out. How big are these accounts?
Well, it's impossible to tell you exactly how much will be the numbers. In fact, they're all known in the market. I don't think I have to tell you.
That was the management of SBI, and ma'am, they're saying that the worst in terms of asset quality is now behind. But we'll wait and watch for the guidance number if they give on the slippages. But overall, the numbers that we have got so far doesn't really indicate that there is any major issue as far as SBI or the numbers are concerned. And that's reflected in the stock price as well. Generally, SBI is very, very firm, very, very volatile, either up or down. But today, it's not the case. It's absolutely firm. It's been around the 240, 242 mark, and that's precisely where SBI has been.